Today, I want to draw your attention into Ruto's twin problems. And if you are interested to travel along with me, then you will allow me to share my thoughts based on the evidence I have gathered, and you will also get opportunity to share your thought on this subject matter on the comment section. For those who have followed President William Ruto keenly for the past few weeks, when the issue of Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment gained the momentum, many theories has been choreographed. People have shared their thoughts and opinions, but none of them can be justified. And allow me also to join them and to enter into the history books that I said so. If William Ruto will not change his tactics, then he might get it wrong in 2027. Because it is in the public domain that as things stand now, the popularity of President William Ruto is declining rapidly. It has declined in his backyard. It has declined in Mount Kenya region. It declined even earlier on in other parts of the country. And Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment may add insult into the injury. There is already fire which was ignited some months back, but it was quenched down, but it was not extinguished. They tried to settle it politically, but the weighty political issues were not addressed. And if he's not very careful, he might find himself into the murky waters of tribal clashes. But before I go into nitty-gritties, allow me to invite those who are coming across this channel or our podcast for the first time, that please take a moment, a minute or two, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And whoever has subscribed and has been following this channel, I want to say kudos, because if it was not you, this channel could have not been where it is at the moment. And to our followers, thank you, because at the moment we brag about 1,500 subscribers, and we want to chase for the watch time, because without watch time we will not qualify for monetization, and without monetization the morale will go down. But our pride and our ambition is to be one of the best political YouTube channels where analysis is done based on facts and evidence and informed by history. Welcome back. Number one problem that William Ruto is grappling with is Mount Kenya. Ruto is not sure whether Mount Kenya will vote for him come 2027. As much as his political foot soldiers from Mount Kenya are assuring him that ground is with him, truth be told, this is how Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta was cheated by the likes of David Murathe, that Mount Kenya is behind him, and they will not want to vote for William Ruto because he is a thief, or he was a thief. But what happened at the end of the day? Jubilee Party lost, and Raila lost Mount Kenya. He even went ahead to appoint his deputy from Mount Kenya, thinking that that will appeal to Mount Kenya's emotion. The voters did not look unto that because it was very simple. They hated Raila Odinga. Not that Ruto had offered something good that would worth their votes. They just wanted to do away with Raila Odinga. If it was about paying or reciprocating the support, Raila Odinga and his family has supported Mount Kenya leaders. They worked with Jomo Kenyatta. They worked with Mwai Kibaki. Even if you travel at the history along the memory lane, you will realize that even Tom Mboya was close ally of Jomo Kenyatta, but who killed him? So, Ruto, you are not voted for because you had supported Uhuru Kenyatta. Do away with that. Ruto, you are not voted for because you made many trips to Mount Kenya. No, it was because to Mount Kenya you ran against a wrong candidate. Their enemy. Their enemy up to the moment. Even the mistakes that William Ruto you are making will be blamed on Raila Odinga. So do not be cheated or lied to that Mount Kenya loved you. So the moment they disguised you to do away with Rigathi Gachagua, your pot was cooked. They have done with you. The popular votes will not come to your basket. Number 2, William Ruto is struggling with the economy. The Adani things, the NHIF things will dent his name. And actually, those are the key things that his opponents will use come 2027. What does Ruto have now to show Kenyans? Ruto has only one solution. And that is the only thing he remains with. To hang on Raila Odinga to manage his political activities. He wants Raila Odinga to allow him to inherit his political backyard. And that is why Raila Odinga is so courageous to come out to the press and to say that ODM is the only political party that has been voted for, that he maintained and worked within the guidelines of the law and the constitution of the land. So that is what Ruto can bank on. He cannot bank on Musalia Mudavadi. He cannot bank on Kimani Ichung'wah. He cannot bank on Kithure Kindiki. He cannot bank on Anne Waiguru. Once Mount Kenya say no, they mean it. The evidence are overwhelming. The other day, Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika was heckled the moment he tried to introduce anything to do with William Samoei Ruto. Yesterday, Moses Kuria was heckled in an event the moment he tried to invoke the name of William Samoei Ruto on that event. The other day, I don't know, 1 day or 2 days ago, the likes of Oscar Sudi were heckled the moment they tried to associate their speeches with your name. So when people see Raila Odinga and his troop around William Ruto, you know that that is the only salvation Ruto have. Because Ruto and Gachagua were Kenyans' twin problems. But I now narrow it down to Ruto's twin problems. Is one of the economy and his political popularity. He must deal with them amicably and with sober mind. He must look into ways in which he will be able to convince the rest of the country that he is a good man and not as bad as people may have put him. Before them, they used to blame media. But now, who is tainting your name? Who is now depopularizing you among the people whom considered you their Messiah? Before 2022, you, Ruto, you had been written off, that that there is no a person who has ever held the office of the vice president or deputy president who has ever ascended to power directly. And that went and sang well with Raila Odinga supporters. And they said that Raila had won. What they were waiting for was that just to swear in. But things change overnight. So you must be very careful, not unless there is something you know that you don't know. But in terms of popular votes, William Ruto, your votes are declining day and night. And your silence against Gachagwa's impeachment worsening it the most. So you better come out and tell Kenyans your thoughts. But your thoughts can also be read by your actions, because silence speaks louder than words. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to pause and pause at that moment, because there is no point of speaking much if we are not going to agree, if we are not going to make meaning to you, if you are not going to put some sense